everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some New York Yankee baseball here today, and it is July 26th. We got the White Sox traveling to New York to take on the Yankees. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago White Sox. Leading off playing right field is Floyd Robinson. Batting second, playing second is Nellie Fox. Batting third, playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting fourth, playing first base is Roy Serves. Batting fifth, playing third base is J.C. Martin. Batting sixth, playing center field is Al Palarczyk. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Luis Aparicio. Batting eighth and doing the catching is easy for me to say, Sherm Lore. And on the mound, batting ninth, Ray Herbert for the White Sox. Now let's take a look at the hometown New York Yankees starting lineup for today's game, folks. Get my mug off of here. There we go. Leading off, playing second is Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field is Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth and doing the catching is Johnny Blanchard. Batting seventh, playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. Batting ninth and on the mound is ROLLIE Sheldon. Let's get down here to Yankee Stadium, folks, and get this game started. And here's the first pitch to Floyd Robinson, batting .309 on the year. And that's going to be a ball four. And just like that, Floyd takes first with a leadoff walk. What you want to see here as a Yankee fan, walking the leadoff batter. Hey, Tim. That brings up Nellie Fox now. Nellie's hitting .239 on the year. Can the Yankees get a ground ball double play here, folks? And that ball is hit back to the mound. And Sheldon's going to spin and fire. Now, he ain't going to spin and fire no way. That's going to be a strikeout, folks. So one down here. Brings up Minnie Mioso. He's batting .272 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Lopez is out there today. Makes the catch for out number two. Brings up Roy Serves now. And Roy's hitting .268 on the year. Floyd Robinson's still down at first. And that's going to be a base on ball. So Sheldon's walked two batters already. That's the two runners out of the board. So we got first and second. 2 outs now for J.C. Martin. Martin hitting .256 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And he'll take the short way over the second to end the inning. So the walks don't cost them yet. And the White Sox straying too. We get to the bottom of the first. White Sox nothing. Yankees coming up with Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. And here's the first pitch from Herbert to Richardson. He's batting .239 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Bobby gets aboard here. So the Yankees get the first runner on. Nice to see him setting the table here. That'll bring up Tony Kubek. Kubek hitting .293 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And they'll get the lead runner, but that's all they'll get. So I don't have Kubek down at first now. We're Roger Maris. Excuse me. Roger batting .261 on the year with 41 home runs, folks, 81 RBIs. Let's see if he can add to that total. And that ball is driven into the right field down the first baseline. And with Kubek speed at first, that's going to score a run, folks. And just like that, it's 1-0 Yankees. with Roger down at second and Mick up now. See if the Mick can drive Roger in from second. Mick's hitting 294 on the year. And that ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is back, Pelagic into the monuments. Looks up. And that ball is hit where only men can hit that, folks. Home run. Mickey Mantle, the dead center field. And that makes it a 3-0 ball game, folks. Mick was his 31st home run of the year. And 2 more RBIs from Mick. That brings up Scour now, hitting 294 on the year. 1 out, nobody on now. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike 3, Scouring down on strikes. And that brings up Johnny Blanchard. Blanchard off to a slow start, hitting 231. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Serves up with it. He'll take it himself. Now to end the inning, but the Yankees score 3, 1 on the Maris double and 2 on the Mantle home run, folks. We get to the top of the second. It's 3-0 Yanks. Pelagic, Aparicio, and Lore do up here for the White Sox. Al is hitting 308 on the year in limited time. Here's the pitch to Al. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down here in the second. Here comes Aparicio now. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Mick takes a few steps back, makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Sherman. And he is hitting 289 on the year. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He goes the other way with it, folks. The White Sox got a runner aboard now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ray Herbert. Herbert is 0 for 19 on the year, folks. And he ain't 0 for 19 no more. He gets a hold of this one off of Sheldon. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is going, folks. We don't need no stinking DH because that's a home run in the left field. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-2 ball game, folks. Herbert, his first hit of the year, is a 2-run homer. Crazy. Brings up Floyd Robinson. He's 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. And he ain't going to walk this time. He nails this ball. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field off the wall. Roger picks it up, fires it in. And all of a sudden, Sheldon's getting shelled. That brings up Nellie Fox now with a runner down at second and 2 outs. All this happening with 2 outs, folks. Sheldon was breezing through this second inning. Fox is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that'll be a ground ball down the short. A pop-up, rather, down the short. And Quebec makes the catch for out number 2. But the White Sox score 2 runs, rather, on a Herbert home run. It's a 3-2 ball game, folks. Lopez, Boyer, and Sheldon up here in the bottom of the second. Lopez is hitting 217 on the year. And Hector gets a hold of this. It looks like this is going to be a hitting contest, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. Hector puts on the Jets. Robinson chases it down, fires it in. And Hector's on at second with a leadoff double here in the second. Brings up Clint Boyer now. Boyer hitting 236 on the year. See if he can drive in Hector. And that is a base hit in the left field. No, in the right field. Sorry about that. In the right field. And that will score Lopez. And the Yankees get one of them runs back right away, folks. Still nobody out with Boyer down at first. I think Sheldon's going to try to lay down a bunt here, folks, and get him over. But Sheldon is hitting 250 on the year. But they put the bunt sign on. And that's going to be he missed 2 attempts. It's an 0-2 count. Sheldon's still going to try to bunt here. And that is bunted down the first base. That ball was bunting hard. Roy's up with it. He fires down the Aparicio covering, and that's going to be a out down at second, folks. An unsuccessful sacrifice. Sheldon down at first now with 1 out. Here's Bobby Richardson. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate, I believe. Yes, it is. Sherm's got that for out number 2. We got Tony Q back up now. Tony reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So Sheldon's going to get stranded down at first. We go to the top of the third. It's still a 3-2 ball game. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot about the run scoring. 4-2 ball game. Forgot about. Boyer driving in a run. We got Mioso, Scherz, and Martin due up here for the White Sox. Here's the pitch to Minnie. He's 0 for 1, flew out to left. And that's going to be a base on balls. Sheldon walks the leadoff batter, just like he did in the first. Roy Scherz is up, doesn't have much speed if they can get a ground ball here. He walked his first time up, and that ball is hit back to the mound. I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's a swing and a miss, strike 3. I keep forgetting about Sheldon having that Y factor. So, and that brings up Martin. He's 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice, and he gets a hold of this one, folks, squares it up, and that ball is hit into the gap in right field, and Minnie Mioso is going to score from first, and they get one of those runs back that the Yankees just got, and it's a 4-3 ball game, back to a 1-run game. Brings up Pelargic now with a runner down at second, and only 1 out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Moose grabs it, takes it himself. Oh, wait a second here. Minnie didn't score on that last play. We got to go back. Didn't take notice of that. Didn't score Minnie from first. Change that. Sorry about that, folks. Wasn't paying attention. So we got a double. And Minnie should score. Then a ground ball down the first. Martin makes it down the third with 2 outs now. And Aparicio's up here. And he is 0 for 1, flew out the Mick his first time up. And that is going to be another fly ball in the center field. Mick takes a few steps to his right and makes the catch. We're out number 3, folks. The White Sox score 1, make this a 4-3 ball game. We got the big boys due up here, the M&M boys, Maris and Mano, followed by Scourin. Rogers 1 for 1 with a double, RBI and scored. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Serves got it for out number 1. Hey, Doug. And that brings up the Mick. He homered his first time up. Can he go back to back here, folks? That ball is hit down the third. Martin's up with it. Fires over the first. 2 up and 2 down here in the third. Excuse me. That brings up the Moose. And that is going to be a ball 4. Moose takes his base. So Moose is on at first with 2 outs for Johnny Blanchard. See if Johnny can get something going here with 2 outs, folks. He grounded out the first his first time up. And that's going to be a, let's see, hit by pitch. They hit Blanchard. Yankees ain't happy about that, folks. With a 1-run deficit. Not on purpose. Blanchard down at first. Scouring down at second. Hector Lopez is up. He's 1 for 1 with a double and scored. Let's see if he can get a key base hit here. No, that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Robinson makes the catch. And the Yankees strand too as we go to the top of the fourth. We got Herbert, and Robinson due up for the White Sox. Here's the pitch to Sherm. Sherm is 1 for 1 today, and he swings at that one and misses. That'll be a strikeout for Sheldon. 1 down. Here comes the man of the hour right now for the White Sox with that 2-run homer, Ray Herbert. And that's a ground ball down the short. Quebec's got it. Fires over to Scouring for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Floyd Robinson now. He's 1 for 1, doubled and walked. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Maris cuts it off, holds him to a single. Floyd stops at first after a big turn. That brings up Nellie Fox now with 2 outs. He's over 2, struck out and popped up to short. And he gets a hold of this one, folks, and he's going to drive that ball in the right field. And Robinson's going to motor on down the third. We got first and third now with 2 outs. Sheldon here can't get that elusive third out. Brings up Minnie Mioso now. He's 0 for 1 and walked. And that's going to be a base on balls. That's going to load the bases up, folks. They go out and talk to Sheldon. We got Roy Serves up here now. No place to put him. Let's see if Sheldon can get out of this mess, folks. And he does. That's a ground ball down the short. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll fire over to first for out number 3. So the White Sox leave the bases loaded, folks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Chicago White Sox 3, New York Yankees 4. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Boyer, Sheldon, and back to Bobby Richardson. Clint's 1 for 1 with an RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Aparicio. That'll be an easy play for him. Out number 1. Brings up Raleigh Sheldon now. And he reached on a fielder's choice the first time up. And that's a ground ball down to Martin. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Back to the top of the order. Can Bobby Richardson get on base here again, folks? He's 1 for 2. Popped up his last time up. And that's a ground ball down to Aparicio. So 3 ground balls, 3 outs, and that's it for the Yanks in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Yankees holding on to a 1-run lead. Martin, Pilarczyk, and Aparicio due up here against Sheldon. Martin's 1 for 2 with a double. And that's going to be a base on balls. Sheldon flirting with danger here with these walks. What is that, his 5th walk of the game? Yep, his 5th walk of the game here. Brings out Pilarczyk, and he's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to first. And that's what the doctor ordered, folks. That ball is hit down to Bobby at second, over to Quebec, over to Moose. 4-6-3 double play. Out of races, everybody. Brings up Aparicio now with 2 down. And here's the pitch. He's 0 for 2. And that's another ground ball down the second. Bobby's up with it. Fires over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Quebec and then the M&M boys up here for the Yanks. Tony's 0 for 2, but did score when he reached on a fielder's choice. And that's a ground ball down to Luis at short. 1 out here in the 5th. See if Roger can do something here. Roger's 1 for 2 with that double, and RBI and scored. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Who wants it? Martin's calling for it down at third. Makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up the Mick. Mick's already homered once in this game, folks. And that's a base on balls. He don't want nothing to do with Mick. And here comes the man Scourin, who's made plenty of pitchers pay so far this year for walking Mick. Like I say, he's batting .293 with 29 home runs of his own and 89 RBIs. And with Mick's speed, a good base hit could score Mick from first. And that's a base hit. Mick will motor on down the third, folks. Just like that, the Yankees are making some 2-out noise. First and third now for Blanchard. Blanchard's a little upset. He got hit by a pitch his last time against Herbert. See if he can make him pay here. And that's a pop-up in the foul territory down the first base line. Nellie Fox goes over, makes the catch, and the Yankees strand two, folks. We go to the top of the sixth. It's 4-3 Yankees. Got Lohr, Herbert, and Robinson due up here in the sixth. Here's the pitch to Sherm, 1-for-2. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boyer. He plants and fires across the diamond for out number 1. Ray Herbert, he is 1-for-2 today, folks, with that home run. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down here in the sixth. Brings up Floyd Robinson, who's having a good game, folks. He's 2-for-2 with a walk and a double. And he's keeping this going. He squares this one up. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Floyd with a 2-out double. Standing down at second now. Nellie Fox is up. He's 1-for-3. He struck out, popped up, and singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick into the gap in right field. Makes the catch for out number 3. And they leave Robinson down at second, folks. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Yankees 4, Chicago 3. Lopez, Boyer, and Sheldon. We'll see what happens here if they'll pitch hit. Hey, Mike. That's cool, Mike. All righty. Yeah. Yep. All righty. Let's see if Hector can get on base here. He's 1-for-2 with a double. And that ball's well ahead. Hector's having a heck of a game, folks. And that ball is hit into left field right down the third base line. And with Hector's speed, that's going to be an easy double as Minnie Mioso goes over and gets to it. So Hector standing down at second with a leadoff double. We got Boyer up now. See if Clint can get another RBI. He singled in the second, drove in a run. Let's see if he can do it here in the sixth. No, he doesn't. That ball is hit down the short on a high pop-up. And Luis gets under it, and that'll be out number 1. And with Lopez down at second, they are going to pitch hit for Sheldon here with a 1-run lead. See who they're going to bring in here to pitch hit. They want to bring out the big boy right now. I think they do. They're going to bring out Mr. Clutch himself, Yogi Berra. Yogi's going to come in here to pitch hit. See what Yo can do with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Mr. Clutch himself. All righty, here's the pitch to Yogi. Yogi's hitting .310 on the year, folks, with 19 home runs and 46 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field, and that's going to score Lopez with his speed, folks. Yogi comes through. Casey's boy scores Lopez, and that makes it a 5-3 ball game, folks. That'll bring Bobby Richardson up now with Yogi down at first. Bobby's 1 for 3. Let's see what he can do here with Yogi on first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Can they turn two? Fox over to Aparicio. And he'll hold on to it as Yogi goes in and takes him out down there. So now Bobby's down at second. For Tony Quebec. Quebec's 0 for 3. Let's see if he can do something here, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Nellie Fox, after making a nice play the play before, bobbles this one, picks the ball up, throws over to first, but Quebec beats it. That'll be an E4. That brings up Roger. Now, what you want to do if you're a White Sox fan is make an error to bring up the M&M boys. That's pretty good, Tim. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. All righty. Here's Roger. He's 1 for 3 with a double and RBI and score. Can he bust this game open for the Yankees, folks? And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Floyd goes back, makes the catch near the wall. And the Yankees strand two, folks. We go to the top of the seventh. They did score one with the Yogi Berra single. We go to the top of the seventh. It's 5-3 Yankees. See who's going to come out here and pitch. You got two righties and then a lefty. Let's see here. This coach going to come out here and pitch, or is when's Terry pitch? I think Terry's supposed to be pitching here soon. Yeah, Terry's not going to be in the bullpen. We got to get Terry out of there so that I don't use him. He's got a start coming up. So let's see. Coates pitched 4 days ago. How about Hal? When was the last time Hal pitched? Yeah, we'll bring in Hal Ruffin. He's going to come in here and pitch. Try to get through the 7th inning here. Keep this a 2-run ball game for the Yanks. Like I say, he'll be facing Mioso, serves, and Martin here in the top of the 7th. Minnie's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He goes the other way off of Hal. And you got the lead runner aboard here in the 7th. Bring up Roy serves. See if they can get a ground ball double play here. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Playing Appa Basic and then using Digital Diamond Board Companion. Yep. Hey, Ken. Yeah, another Yankees lead. Exactly. Hopefully they can win I think this will be their 4th or 5th in a row. Can't remember. So Roy serves up now with nobody out and Minnie down at first. And that's going to be a swing and a miss strike 3 for Hal, his first strikeout of the game. Brings up JC. See if Mr. Martin can ground into a double play for the Yankees. 1 for 2. He's walked and doubled. And he ain't going to ground into no double play, folks. That's a base hit in the right field. And with Minnie speed, he's going to make it down the 3rd. So we got 1st and 3rd now with 1 out. The Yankees will play back for the double play. Oh, Pilargic's up now. See how can get out of this mess with nobody scoring. Al's 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out, and hit into a double play. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, cool, Mike. Yeah, I love this Digital Diamond board game companion. I love it compiling all the stats for me. Yeah, and it's doing a great job with the replay with the rest of the teams when they're not playing the Yankees or the Braves. It's pretty darn accurate. See if they can get a double play again out of Al. And that's going to be a base on balls. Loads the bases here in the top of the seventh, folks, for Luis Aparicio. And again, the Yankees are going to play back, looking for that all-important double play. Here's the pitch. And that ball is hit down the third. See if they can turn two, folks. Boyer's up with it. He fires home with it. And he gets him out at home. And that'll be the only play, folks. But they cut off the runner at home. Nice play by Clint Boyer. That brings up Sherman. He is 1 for 3. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, it will take a while. That's for sure, Ken. Yeah, Mike, that will take a while. One of these days, I'd love to do something like that. Yeah, I want to do something with Status Pro with it too, Doug. I was thinking about doing the 83 Brave season with Status Pro. I've done a lot of 83 Apba. All righty, now 2 outs here for Hal. Sherm up. He's 1 for 3. Can he get out of this with no run scoring, folks? And yes, he does. That's a ground ball down the third. And Clint will take it himself. Step on the bag, folks, to end the inning. And Hal Ruffin gets out of this mess with no run scoring. Bases juiced. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Mantle, Scourin, and Blanchard due up. Herbert due to lead off the 8th. We're going to see if he can make it through this 7th inning here. The Mick is 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. Oh, exactly, you are, Michael. Yeah, that's for sure. And that's a great season. A lot of good pennant races. Here's the pitch to Mick. Can he go with 2 home runs today? And he pops this one straight up the chute. That's not a home run in a freaking telephone booth. Sherm makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Moose. Moose is 1 for 2 with a walk today. And that ball is grounded down the first. Roy's up with it, touches the bag. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And here's Johnny. He's over 2 and been hit by a pitch. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field, driven down the line. Lloyd comes over, cuts it off, and with Blanchard's speed, he'll stop at first with 2 outs. He ain't trying to stretch it. That'll bring up Hector Lopez. Has had a great game today, folks. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and scored twice. See if he can keep it up. And that's going to be a 2-ball no strike count on Hector. See if he can take advantage of this 2-0 pitch. And that is hit in the center field, but plenty of room out there for Al. And that'll end the inning, folks. Blanchard stranded down at first. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still a 2-run game here. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Herbert. And the top of the order due up with Robinson and Fox. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch hit. Looks like Billy Goodman's going to come out and pitch hit. There's Billy. All righty, let's see if Hal can have an easier inning than what he did in the 7th here. Bullpen is up. Never used it, Clinton. Yeah, nice to see you, bud. All righty, here is the pitch to Mr. Goodman. And that's going to be a Fly ball in the center field. Mick makes the catch for out number 1. Nice play by Mick. Robbed him of a base hit there, folks. Oh, cool, Clinton. All righty, we got Floyd Robinson up now. What just happened there? Goodman, go back here. What just happened here? Goodman was supposed to fly out the center. There we go. See if that'll do it. And that brings up Floyd now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Lopez over in the gap makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And Nelly's up. Nelly Fox. He's 1 for 4. And he's going to walk. And like I say, they'll have a short leash on Hal. Let him pitch to Minnie Mioso here with a runner down at first. 2 outs here. Minnie's 1 for 2. 2 walks on the day. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick takes a few steps in, makes the catch, and that'll end the 8th. The White Sox strand Fox down at first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. See who's going to come on here to pitch for the. We got Boyd, Ruffin, probably a pitch hitter for Ruffin, and Richardson. So righty, a pitch hitter and a righty. Let's see who's going to pitch for the White Sox. I think Don Larson pitched the first game of a doubleheader against his former mates. Let's see here. They're going to bring Larson out to pitch. Well, I think they're going to bring Russ in. Russ Kemmer is going to come in here and pitch for the White Sox. Okay, like I say, he'll be facing Boyer, a pitch hitter for Howe, and Bobby Richardson. Boyer's having a decent game, 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that's going to be a pop up to third. And Martin will make the play for out number 1. And let's see who's going to pitch hit here for Howe. Let's have Joe DeMertris come in here and pitch hit. See if Joe can get on here. There's Joe. Getting him in a plate appearance here. All righty. Joe's hitting 235 on the year. Can he get on base here, folks? And no, that's a ground ball down there, Aparicio, and that'll be 2 outs here in the 8th. That'll take us back to the top of the order, and Bobby Richardson. And Luis is warming up in the bullpen. He'll be coming in here to pitch the 9th. And here's Bobby Richardson, 1 for 4. Can he go 2 for 5, folks? And that's going to be a ball 1. Here's a 1-0 count to Bobby. And that ball is hit down the second. Nelly Fox takes his time, fires over to Roy, and that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the top of the 9th. Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead here. They're going to bring in Luis Aurora, try to finish this game out. And we'll check here if this is going to be his 22nd or 23rd save of the year if he gets it. He's going for his 23rd save of the year, folks. He'll have serves, Probably a pitch hitter for Martin and a pitch hitter for Parlargic here. And the top of the ninth. Here's the pitch to Roy. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. And that's going to be a pop up down the third. Boyer calls for it, makes the catch out number 1. Let's see here. I think they're going to pitch hit here for him. See who can come in here. Already had Goodman. We're going to bring in Al Smith to pitch it here for Martin. Al Smith. Bring in the righty, and he'll stay in and play third if this game goes any further. There's Al. 1 down, nobody on for Smith. And Al's batting .305 on the year, folks. Here's the pitch to Al. And that's a pop-up straight up the chute. Blanchard fires the mask off underneath of it in foul territory. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. And let's see here. We'll probably bring in Landis here to pitch it for Al. That's who we're going to bring in. Jim Landis is going to pitch it here for Al Pasargic against Luis. Bring in another righty. Okay, here. Where's Jim at? There's Jim. White Sox down to the last out, folks. Jim's hitting .244 on the year. Here's the pitch from Luis. And that ball of 4, he'll take his base. Brings the tying run up to the plate, folks. Jim's down at first. And Luis Aparicio's up now. 2 outs. He's hitting .207 on the year, folks. He is 0 for 4 today. He's flown out the mic twice. Grounded out to second and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a single in this. Well, maybe. Let's check here. That's a single in the right field. And Landis will make it down the third, folks. So we got first and third. 2 outs here. And that'll bring up Sherm. And on the 0-1 pitch, Aparicio's off trying to steal second. And he makes it down there, folks. That was strike. What the heck? Strike 2 on Shermo. 0-2 pitch is coming up. Second and third. What the heck? Oh, we didn't put Landis down at third. That's what's going on. Got to get Landis down to third. Sorry about that. Luis has got himself in a little bit of a jam here. See if he can get out of it. Sherm's up. He's 1 for 4. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And he does, folks. That's a ground ball down the first. And Scowen will take it himself and end the inning. And the Yankees hold on and win 5-3. White Sox showing some grit, though, folks. That's for sure. Let's go to the box score here. White Sox 3 runs on 10 hits and an error. The Yankees 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. So the Yankees get out hit, but they have the most important lead in the run department. Floyd Robinson 3 for 4. Nice game for him. Martin 2 for 3. Herbert, the pitcher, man, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. He tried to help himself out here, folks. And the White Sox left 13 men on base, folks. Ain't that awful? And the Yankees, you had Mick with the home run. And you had Boyer with a RBI double. You had Maris with a RBI. And Yogi with the key base hit RBI. That's a pitch hitter, giving them a 2-run lead. Yankees left 8 men on. Herbert pitched 7 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, struck out 1, and gave up that home run. Kemmer comes in and pitches a nice 8th inning. And Sheldon goes 6 innings, gives up 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 5, struck out 5, gave up the home run. Hal Ruffin comes in and pitches 2 nice innings, gives up 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 1. And Luis comes in and shuts the door in the 9th. 1 inning, 1 walk, and 1 hit. Alrighty, let's do some fast play here. Yeah, exactly, Tim. It was close. Yankees got the big home run from Mick. They got the big home run from their pitcher, Herbert. And the Yankees was lucky enough to get some doubles and then get some RBI singles behind them. That's what helped with the Yanks. They didn't waste any opportunities with runners in scoring position, that's for sure. Alrighty, we got the Red Sox traveling down I-95 to take on the Orioles. See what happens here down in Baltimore. And the Orioles win a close one. The Red Sox get shut out. No runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. And the Orioles 1 run on 7 hits and 2 errors. Jim Gentile gets the RBI. And now it's a doubleheader. Let's see what happens here in the second game, folks, in Baltimore. Can the Orioles sweep the Red Sox? Oh, thank you, Doug. You're welcome. And the Orioles pound the Red Sox in game number 2. Red Sox 4 runs on 9 hits and an error. The Orioles 12 runs on 13 hits and an error. Now we'll travel out to Kansas City to watch the Indians take on the A's. And the Indians win a close one. 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The A's 1 run on 6 hits and no errors. And now we got the Tigers traveling out to California to take on the Angels. Out here in L.A. Wrigley, let's see what happens. And the Tigers get beat, folks. How about that? The Tigers 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error, but the Angels rough them up, score 11 on 14 hits and an error. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And now we got the Senators taking on the old Senators up in Minnesota. See what happens here with the Twins. Expansion Senators taking on what used to be the Senators just a year ago. And the Twins win. Senators 1 run on 3 hits and an error. The Twins 5 runs on 9 hits and an error. All righty, let's take a look at the standings and look at who's leading the league here in the American League. Yankees now got a 3.5 game lead over the Tigers. Orioles are only 4.5 games back, making a bid to move into second here. Twins are 9 games back. White Sox are 11.5 games back and on at a 6-game losing streak. Angels are 18.5 games back. Red Sox are 20.5 games back. The Tribe is 23.5 games back. Senators 30. And the A's are 34 games back, folks. Norm Cash is leading the league with a .330 batting average. Roger's still leading the league with 41 home runs. Cash having a heck of a year, 80, 96 RBIs. How many home runs does Norm have? Norm's got 34. Take a look here at the pitching leaders. Bunning with a 1.98 ERA, leading the league with 17 wins. And Luis just got his 23rd save of the year. And you got Norm Cash leading, winning the MVP voting over Roger Maris right now. And Bunning's leading the Cy Young votes against Whitey. Roger's hitting .348 in his last 11 games, folks. Norm Cash is hitting .341 in his last 12 games with 12 RBIs. Roger in that period's gotten 13 RBIs. Got Lenny Green with a 15-game hitting streak. You got the Gentile and Brooks Robinson for the Orioles. No wonder they're winning. You got both of them in a 7-game hitting streak. Let's see what the next game on the channel is. I think it's going to be the Reds against the Braves still. I think that's who the Braves got. Yeah, you got Johnson making his first start for the Reds, going on against Notebert. That'll be the next game on the channel, folks. I want to thank Doug Hunt, Tim D., Ken Castro, Clinton Parks, Michael. I believe that's everybody. Yes, it is. I want to thank you all for tuning in, folks. If you don't know who Michael is, he's the one that came up with all the stadiums for out of the park baseball. They're great looking. I use a lot of them in Digital Diamond and Action PC, folks. Great stuff. Oh, you're welcome, Tim. You have a good night too, bud. Alrighty, folks, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Yankee Stadium, hit that like button and leave a comment about this game and this replay. Until next time, you all take care and have a good evening.